right, we are live. Welcome, everyone. So, today, what are we going to be doing? We're doing full hand Terekete. Took a day off yesterday. Just make sure I have nothing else open. Yeah, took a day off yesterday. You know, it was a Super Bowl here in the States. So, got a good little break. But now we're back to it. The other thing is, with this whole idea of practicing one thing for the entire month, I can't see it possible without taking breaks because my forearms just literally are exhausted. Just exhausted. So I had the same kind of issue with doing the Baya month as well. Anyways, let's forget about the issues and get into the enjoyment. So yeah, today we're going to practice the composition my teacher gave me that I really like. Gerenaga, Taga, Tete, Gerenaga, na, Tete. Nice full hand Tete. You know, it's a nice one. And yeah, we'll include some full hand Tete phrases. Try to go for about, 2 hours, 15 minutes. We'll do a gut at the end as well. Still working on the Lahori Gat. And yeah, that's about it. So let's get to it. We'll start, of course, with the good exhale. All right? So let's get to it. So what we're going to do is, this is the first thing that comes to mind. I'm going to accent all things on this side. So just lower the volume really quickly as well. Or we could just push this way a bit. All right, try that. And Let me just test out the audio real quick. Alright, just turn down the volume, my headphones. Get right back to it. Okay. Alright, right back to it. Okay, so here we go. So Alright, so here's a quick tip for developing your full hand terekete. Try this phrase out, Gerenaga Taga Tete, Gerenaga na Tete. And I'll explain exactly how to practice this. So that's the phrase. So one more time. Now the way to practice this is 4 lines of tintal. Every line alternate accenting either this side of terekete or this. So it kind of go like this. Bit faster. So. try that out. It'll help with your terekete. All right. Let's keep it going. All right. So. We can now speed up a little bit. Nice and relaxed, of course. So in fact, there's one comment I got today that I kind of want to show you guys. All right, so here's a comment I got today that I think is a good tip for me and for everyone. It's by someone I know named Devanch, and the video is of me playing Tere, and basically what he's saying is try to play with the palm instead of finger. And I think that is such a good point that I'm going to just demonstrate right here. So basically what he means is this is how I've been playing it, and Devanch is absolutely right to comment on it. Let me actually do that one more time. So I got a comment today on a short I created that I'm playing Tere more with the fingers and less with the palm. And I want to tell whoever that commenter is that I think they're absolutely right. I took a look at the video and they're completely right. I'm playing a lot with the fingers. Now my excuse is I'm standing, so it's kind of weird to use the palm. But when you play Tere, make sure you do that. So for example, this one. So basically the tendency, because I'm playing Tete with the, the fingertips, I'll probably kind of want to stay with that and play even Tere like that. But it's important that when I am playing Tere, switch to using the palm and not the fingertips. So thank you for leaving that comment, and it's a good tip for all of us. All right, so let's continue. So more time. So. Something a good practice speed would be my forearms getting a little tense, but Gerenaga Taga Tete Gerenaga na Tete Gerenaga Taga Tete Gerenaga na Tete. So yeah, this is really good full hand Tete practice. So. Alright, so might as well plan out the stream. Alright, so we'll practice this. Gerenaga Taga Tete Gerenaga na Tete. We'll practice this. Then we'll add in Tere in the after the first. Okay, so yeah, we'll add in. How did you loosen your hand on tabla while playing fast? My hand is stuck. Any technique to use for... Nah. I wish I knew. If I could just find a way to relax my hand, man. I think that is what half of tabla playing is, but no. I'll kind of explain the arc of relaxing your hand while I'm just taking a moment to, I guess, relax in the middle of my practice. So basically what should happen, or what usually happens, is let's say you start practicing after a while, which is in my case. You're very excited in the beginning. Oh, I got to get back into practicing. You know, your hand will be stiff there. Then after week 6 or 7, once you're more consistent, it starts becoming, oh, it's just another day where I'm practicing. You know, you stop getting so amped up or excited to practice that your hand naturally will kind of curve and just relax to it. Basically what I mean by curve is when beginners play tabla, they're really spreading their finger, they're pushing their fingers out a lot. After you practice for a while, your hand's like, oh, okay, I get this now. And it just kind of relaxes on its own. So it's kind of getting through that beginner overly excited phase where your hands are very tense, and it just happens on its own. It just relaxes. There's no, as far as I know, you can't relax your hands like this and play better, or foam roll your forearm or anything like that. It just comes, you know, on its own. So that's that. All right. All right. So here we go. So. Another thing you can do is you can play fast every now and then. That kind of helps, but oh man. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So, let's now continue. And one and I want to be back in just one moment. There's something I have to do. 1 second. All right, we're back. Okay. All right, so back to practicing. Okay. All right. Nice. Cool. Okay, here we go. So all right. So I'm still using my fingers more than my palms, so let me focus on that. So there is getting a little light, so let's back it down a little bit on speed. So Still feel like I'm using the palm a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Anyway, so another 15 minutes of this, then we'll transition something else. Thank you, man. I'm slowing it down so it should sound better. So it gets a little bit less clear as I speed up. So this is a little bit faster. So this is the good speed. Reset. Getting a little. Another thing to help, if you want to loosen your hands up, when you start getting tight, like for example, I was speeding up there, slowly, my body and everything, hands were getting tight. Just take a quick break, 30 seconds, and then do it again. Never try to force anything, because you'll just get even tighter as you try to force things like Tere and different relas. So, good deep breath out and back to it. All right, let's continue. All right, so back to it. Yeah, man, how you doing? See, Dusky, this is the issue I'm having with this, all right? So, of course, I'm in like a different position, not usually how I play, or I'm used to playing Tete standing and all that. But the thing is that I'm playing all the Tete with my fingertip. I end up playing Tete with my fingertip as well. So I'm just trying to play slow so I can just have it all with the palm, you know, and kind of compact as well. Yeah, and I like that bassy kind of sound. Some you know, masters like Pandit Swapan Chaudhary, he has a video out where he says Dere should sound light, and I don't know, man. I just don't think it's very fun like that, you know. And think about it, he plays Dere really well, but that's his take on it. It should be a kind of a light sound. Me, I want Dere to fit like a glove. You know, like I'm playing Tete here, and just like I'm putting on a glove. So. Back to fingertips, so let me slow down. Okay, let me try it again. So Alright, we're gonna try to speed up a little bit and okay. Alright, so it doesn't even sound like it. It sounds like no, it's just sound. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think so a little bit too. I'm just trying to loosen my hands up. In fact, I'll be going even faster and the clarity will be questionable. Yeah, that'd be a good speed. And 1, 2. Alright, that's about it on that front. Probably another minute of this, and then we'll bring in some full hand Tetes. That sounds alright. Thank you, man. The hand needs to be looser, you know, like almost like sloppy. So we'll do like 30 seconds of max speed again. Alright, now we'll bring in full hand Tete, like something like no. If you have any ideas, also let me know. What we could do, like no. So thank you, Vinay. Let's see. How can we do this? I'm not saying it'll be the best combination, full hand Tete and this Rela, but It gets the mind at least thinking in that direction. All right. I think another thing also is no one plays their max speed in concerts. I think everyone plays their kind of casual speed in concerts. I know it seems fast to the people listening, but I'm pretty sure almost everyone has a max speed that they're not. You know, they're probably playing something like probably 60% of their max. Unless you hear them play just a short phrase, then it's probably that. All right, so yeah, so let's leave the Tete there for now, so Gerenaga Tete, Gerenaga na Tete, Gerenaga Tete. Let's try that. Gerenaga Tete, Gerenaga na Tete, Gerenaga Tete, Gerenaga na. Slow it down. Getting a little squeaky. What? What is that? All right, so no, not that. So. Hold on a second. Imagine Tete sounding. I don't know if that's possible. It's just sharper sounding. Tete is just sharper to hear. So. No, so. Okay, so that's good for loosening up the hand. I think it feels looser already. Let's just stick with Tete, so. Can we do a Gerenaga Tete, Gerenaga Tete, Gerenaga Tete, Gerenaga? that's kind of good. Let's slow that down a little bit. So. That could be good. This is very tiring on the hand. So let's try it again. So. I have to go very slow. So. So it'd have to go like this. So like this. This would be the whole thing. So Gerenaga, Tete, Gerenaga, Tete, Tete. So try that out, guys. Is a variation for Gerenaga, Tete, Gerenaga na. Has Tete, Tere, and Tene in it. Perfect. I have that clipped now as a short. If ever want to look back at that, you can find that. So. Slow it down. Man, talk about something that'll loosen your hand up. This is it right there. You should move hand back when playing multiple Terekete Taga. What do you mean by that? Oh, I'm playing Taga up here. Yeah, I think that'll make it harder. So you're saying play. Like that? Something like that. I don't know what you mean by multiple Terekete Taga. There's not multiple Terekete Taga in this, is there? Yeah, I know Hindi. In Palte there is. I guess so. Yeah. I guess you're right. You're right. So let's get some Baya into the mix too. So what's Tete na Tete na Tete Tete ti kit tak tak tere kit Gerenaga tak tere Gerenaga na tere Gerenaga tak tere Gerenaga na Tete na Tete Tete ti kit tak tak tere kit Gerenaga tak tere Gerenaga na tere Gerenaga tak. Let's try that. Tete na Tete Tete ti kit tak tak tere kit Gerenaga tak tere Gerenaga na tere Gerenaga tak. There's a lot of powder coming on and off. All right, so so all right, there we go. This will work fine. So, come on, Baya, stay in place. All right. Done a lot of work in January on this gig, so one thing I didn't consider is starting the Gerenaga Tete with the index. So we're just gonna play the rela with the index first. So. So that's all right. Let's switch to something else. Kind of boring. Kind of lame composition too, or lame to join them both together is what I'm trying to say. But so. We can do the Rayla and doubles pizza. Make sure that Terekete is clear. Okay, so. We'll also play the Taga with the index, so. Doesn't sound that good, actually. important thing on this one is the treke and the slower speed, because that becomes unclear. So probably hear me overdo that in the single speed. Sounding good, but having to use a lot of force and pressure. Can I speak when I'm playing? Yeah. Alright, one more time. And there's two ways you can end it. You can do it what I'm doing, or you can play so these are the two ways of playing it. So that's the first way. Second way is yeah, I agree. It does sound good, but the tiring though, man. That's not the good practice speed, really. Ooh, got a text just now from one of our teachers that our student needs to focus while practicing. So I'm going to have to tell his mom. Someone's going to be in trouble. Okay. So we'll do a few more minutes of that just slow. One of two things is happening. This mic is pointed too much towards the baya. I can't hear the clarity of the daya. Or I just need to slow down and practice. It's probably the second one. I saw a Instagram post of Vivek today, and in the description he said he hasn't practiced in a while. So I spent a lot of time thinking about what that probably means for him. Does that mean a day he hasn't practiced in, a week, a month? Probably a few days, or probably a week. All right. So now we're going to do some Lahori Gat. And let's see. Should we do that now? Yeah, we might as well. And yeah, it's kind of annoying because I'll just be working on one line again and again, which is Gadi Ghentran Dha Takite Din Din Takite Takite. It's this Ghentaran, which, I don't know, maybe I didn't play that enough growing up or something, but you guys have tips on Ghentaran? You guys play that? So, Gadi Ghentaran. Gadi Ghentaran Dha. One more time, so. The reason why I'm practicing it too is because everything else in this composition I can play really confidently, and it just ruins it for me if just one bowl I'm like all shy when I play. Gadi. Gadi Gentaran. There we go. See, I don't really exactly know how to play taran, but it should sound like a taran. That's really all I can really think of. So, also the D shouldn't be here; it should be here. There we go. Gadi. Nice. Gadi Gentaranda. I can't speak and hear how well it goes, so. Gadi Gentaran. One more time, so good. Gadi Gentaran Dhat. Gadi Gentaran. There's probably something more interesting I could play on the baya as well. Anyway, so. Gadi Gentaran Dhat. Takide. Gadi Gentaran Dhat. Gadi. Gadi Gentaran. Gadi Gentaran. Alright, so now I'm going to play it with the lira, so I can have that little bit of confidence that yes, it is on beat. 3, 4, 7, 8. And nice, cool. Let's do it again. It's a long thing to play though, good lord. Alright, Gentaran sounded okay, but messed up the end, but whose composition is this? This is Lahori Gat. And Ustad Zakir Sandla is this. But then the thing is, I looked up Lahori Gat, and he's also playing something else as well. And he's saying it's Lahori Gat. He has like two. This might be that one story where someone's like getting married and like the guy's like, hey, where's the dowry at? And the other guy like brings out a whole binder full of compositions. These all might be Lahori Guts and stuff. But I don't know. All right. All right. So a few more minutes of Gaddi Gentaranso. I also want all the Gaddis to sound very nice and soothing. And Gaddi Gentaranta. If you guys want to see the composition, I'll put her on screen. I don't know if that's readable. Do your best, I guess. All right, so Gaddi and Gaddi Gentaranta. And Gaddi Gent. One good. Gaddi Gent. One good. So one more time. Gaddi Gentaranta. And Gaddi Gentaranta. One Gaddi Gentaranta. Gaddi Gentaran. Gaddi Gentaran. Gaddi Gentaran. No. Gaddi Gentaranta. And Gaddi. And 1, 2. One Gaddi. And Gaddi Gentaran. time the whole thing. Sped it up by just 3 BPM. Not much, but. And 1. That Gerenaga was bad. Start it over. Instead of going 3 up, I probably should have gone 3 down. Damn. All right. Okay. Okay, let's try it again. Do you guys play Gerenaga? I don't really play it. That's good. Play a few more times and then probably wrap up. Or play something else entirely. You guys have any suggestions? What else would be good to practice? Good for hand. something up there. I didn't land on the sum. All right. Pause that for a moment. Just work on the good digentran and then just something else maybe. Good dig. It's actually a nice bowl when it's played right. Let's play. Let's play this. Gerenaga, Gerenaga, dhagi nagad hine, dhagi nagad hine, takitadha, takitadha, tagad hine, taga, tagad hine, taga, taka, taka, tete, tete, tene, tene, nare, nare, kata, kata. Wait, but does this fit in tintal? 5, 6, 7, 8. I thought this didn't even fit in tintal. That was the problem. Gerenaga, Gerenaga, dhagi naga dhine, dhagi naga dhine, takitadha, takitadha, taga dhine, taga, taga dhine, taga, taka, taka, tete, tete, tene, tene, nare, nare, kata, kata, gadi, gadi, ghege, din, din, ghege, din, din, dere, dere, kitakatit, dere, dere, kitakatit. I think there's, I mean, it was mostly right, but there may be even more pauses than I know. So 1, 2, 3, and again. Okay, let's start again. Let's speed it up a little bit. All right. Dhagi nagadine, dhagi nagadine. 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Gerenaga, Gerenaga, dhagi nagadine, dhagi nagadine, takitadha, takitadha, taga dhine, taga, taga dhine, taga, taka, taka, tete, tete, tene, tene, nare, nare, kata, kata, gadi, gadi, ghege, din, din, ghege, din, din, dere, dere, kitakatit, dere, dere, kitakatit. Okay, yeah, good. Again. Alright, good. So we can speed this up a little bit. Alright, we'll speed it up a little bit more. Maybe a lot more. Alright, let's put the view back on here, and then we'll wrap up with this. And alright, we can speed up even more. Or a lot more. Alright. And just for fun, we'll take it way, way faster. more time. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all I got for today. Let's pretend like I never played that at that speed. A little bit too fast, but good. I think that's what Lahori Gat. So yeah, that's all for today. Be back at it tomorrow with more. Back to 3-finger Terekete. Love doing this. So much fun. So lazy too it is. Before, I used to practice 2 hours, then upload and all this stuff. Now it's like all in one, so it's pretty cool. All right. Take care. Goodbye, guys. See ya.